I'm Judy Shaw for What's the Fund. Joining me today is Frank Holmes. Frank is the CEO and Chief Investment Officer at U.S. Global Investors. Frank, it's great to see you again. Thanks for joining me.
It's great to be with you. Wheels up.
Wheels up. Okay, now before we get started, quick note to our viewers. This interview is for informational purposes only. The NYSE doesn't recommend any investments or investment strategies. All right, wheels up. Tell me about the stock you're talking about today.
We're going to talk about U.S. Global Jets ETF.
Okay.
Which has had an unprecedented, volatile, I guess what you could say, new discovery by so many investors. And what I love seeing is the ecosystem, they call it, that the stock exchange, New York Stock Exchange provides, is that it's rich now. You can see it with Jets ETF. It's a quant-based ETF. And what that's attracted as a global footprint of being able to, in a basket of names, now about 40 names in total, is attractive millennials right at the bottom. So if you take a look at America, the number of people flying bottomed in April 15th, I think like 90,000 people, and now it's over 1 million people a day are flying. A year ago it was 2.7 million, 2 million domestically, 700,000 globally. So when we look here, is that we're only halfway up on the number of daily people flying, but Jets has participated in that rebound. And we saw the volume go from 35,000 to 3.5 million a day. We saw this broadening of hedge funds want to go short various airlines with all the negative news and using Jets as a way to hedge their position, go long Jets and go short whatever airlines they wanted. Then we saw the speculators saying that after every financial crisis, 12 months later, within the 12 months, the airlines bounced back 80 to 120%. So you had that sort of tactical trade, value trade. It's really remarkable how broad it's become, and it's grown from 35 million in March to $3 billion in assets today.
Frank, tell me about the strategy behind this fund.
Well, it's a unique strategy, and I learned a lot creating it and spent thousands of hours back testing what were the factors for a global airlines ETF. And the New York Stock Exchange has an index for global airlines. And that was sort of the bogey to go up and say, okay, how does it done with every crisis? So we created what they call a smart beta 2.0, because it's not just the stock picking factors, it's how the portfolio is constructed and it recalibrates every quarter. So the 4 big airlines, Southwest, Delta, United, American, they represent 40% and they recalibrate every quarter by mean reversion, because they represent 60% of all travel in America. The other stocks that show up, they're based on momentum factors of revenue and cash flow, enterprise value, and everything we've done to that portfolio is based on that recalibrating every quarter. We also own some airports. So we would in Mexico, you can own public airports listed on the New York Stock Exchange. They function like a private equity company. Beijing is public. Bangkok is public. So there's many global airports, not in the US, but global you can buy. And so they would come in and out depending on their growth metrics.
So now tell me, where can our viewers learn more about Jets?
Well, you can go to usfunds.com and we write about it all the time. And then there's the jetsetf.com. It's simple, jetsetf.com. You can log on, sign up to get information on it. But we also have research at U.S. Global Investors, which is usfunds.com.
Frank, it was wonderful to talk with you. Thanks for joining me on What's the Fund.
Thank you. Happy investing and holidays.